In 3, 2, 1, and we're on. Welcome to the Mindset SEO show. We got Darrin here from Rattel SEO. Here he is.
Hello. Hello.
Come on, man, shut that phone off.
I know.
And we got the ever great. You're going to teach us SEO, and we have the ever great Arizona here. There he is. Whoa, a couple of bows. And this show is brought to you by Tucker and Tucker.
Really pipe deep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they do, right? Doesn't Tucker and Tucker do that?
They
the best, right?
They lay pipe deep.
Yeah. All right. So, as I like to say when we start our show, don't bore us, get to the chorus, right? So, this weekend, Darrin and Arizona had a meeting at Saturday night at 11 o'clock. I was drinking beer at that time. I see my phone going off every 5 minutes. Hey, by the way, anyway, I saw my phone going off every 5 minutes.
Okay,
I got another thought. So I saw my phone going off every 5 minutes, and I'm like, what the heck's going on here? Apparently, there was a meeting about SEO, and you guys were exchanging all kinds of thoughts. And from what I understand, Darrin, we spoke over the weekend. Darrin helped you work on your website this week, and he added a lot of SEO elements. So I said that would be great for this show, right?
Yeah,
is to show you all your on page. What people, if you're watching this show today, the reason why you should watch it is because on page SEO is probably 80% of SEO. So Google wants to bring its viewers, the people who are coming to YouTube, its users, to Google, its users, when they're looking for a plumbing company, or they're looking for a tree company, or looking for a website company, that when they click search, they find the best results. And the best results has to do with making sure that your code is set up correctly, that your website loads fast, that the pictures mean something in regards to the search term, the text is right on point. You have something inside called schema, and if you're using WordPress, you're going to use a program called Yoast. Darrin's going to go over all that type of stuff. But the thought I had before, so that's what we're going to talk about today. So if you guys want to hang out, if you don't care about on-page SEO and you think you know everything about it, then this isn't the show for you. But if you want to learn about SEO, on-page SEO, this is it. So, I was thinking about that Saturday night. I was drinking a couple of beers and I saw these texts coming through, and I said to myself, man, I got a great show. How about a drunk SEO show?
Drunk history, like drunk history on that'd be awesome. Yeah,
everybody drinks. Everybody drinks, and we do SEO together and see what happens Sunday morning.
Every time somebody else gives another guy a backlink, they have to do a shot. They have to take a shot. Yeah.
Making SEO fun.
Yeah.
You drink, Darrin?
What's that?
You drink beer or something?
No, I do not, man. So
not at all.
Not at all, man. Not at all.
Not at all.
Yeah. Not at all, man.
How about you, Arizona?
I don't.
So you have an allergy to it?
Yeah, I drink cool, man.
Yeah, I'm clean.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. Right, good. All right, so we'll do a drunk SEO. Maybe, you know what? Maybe me and Jasmine will do a drunk SEO show.
Awesome. That'd be really fun.
That would be good. Right?
Yeah.
It'd be better than looking at you two ugly guys.
Yeah,
that's
good. Right, I'll see if I get her on the SEO show. On the drunk SEO show. Yeah, that'll be good, right?
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay, let me see if I can talk to her. All right. So without any further ado, let's speak about what you guys spoke about. And this is on-page SEO. So once again, anybody watching this show today, it's about all the factors you need on your website or on your client's website to rank for certain keywords.
And I want to throw in my slight 2 cents real quick. I just want to point out the fact that having strong SEO on your organic listing on your web page is a very heavy. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it can be and is a very heavy factor in ranking your maps and ranking your GMB. When you have a really strong page connected with your GMB for the people that are really watching this and really interested in the maps ranking, that is a heavy thing. And it's going to give you the longevity. It's going to give you that marathon. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. It's going to allow you to rank and stay ranked and keep your GMB at the top for a long time. Because you could throw up some bullshit Weebly and do some stuff, and you could get up there, but it might not last that long. You know what I mean? It might get knocked off. It may not. It may not. But this.
Well, it really depends on the town. You know, if the town's population is 20,000 and there's 3 tree people, it may take forever. No, you're not going to do it in New York City. But then again, there's no trees in New York City.
You're right, but if you want to do like
DUI
lawyer, New York City, you better have a good organic site. You know what I mean? And a rank and rent somewhere like that, you're talking about one site that's going to generate you tens of thousands of dollars a year. You know what I mean? Just that one site.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, if you want to do this in the big leagues and major cities, this is key.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Darrin, go ahead. Take it away, kid. Take it away.
All right. Well, one of the first things we did with WordPress.
You want to share your screen, Darrin?
You want me to share my screen? And you can share your screen. Okay.
However.
Okay. And I'll show you. Oh, boom. Okay. And this is the back end of WordPress, and I'll let Darrin take it away, and he can tell me what to do to show you what.
All right. So the very first thing that we do is any theme is there are a lot of junk pages that are created. So can you go to pages?
Pages.
All pages.
Mm-hmm.
So let me jump in there for one quick second. So a lot of times, if you go to Google and type in site semicolon, and then you put in the domain name, abcdomainname.com, right? Site semicolon, abcdomainname.com, you'll see for a lot of websites that aren't ranking correctly, you'll see all these junk pages, a lot of lorem ipsum pages because they weren't removed.
Exactly. And that's going to be a direct factor, direct ranking factor. It's going to affect your crawl rate. It also is going to affect what your trust flow of your site. Your trust flow of your site is what is the site about. If Google wants to assign a certain value to your site, is your site, let's say, is it a legal site? Is it a site about trees, tree removal, whatever content you have in that site is going to, that's what it's going to be. That's what the site's going to be about. So when you have lorem ipsum pages, just junk pages, and Arizona, if you could go to one of the junk pages, that they're in the trash.
Guys, also, whoever has their phone on, please remove the beeping sound, please.
Yeah,
drive me crazy.
My phone is off.
Yeah, my phone is off as well.
Maybe phone is off, but something's going.
Okay. Maybe that's a notification on somebody's computer that's popping up. Somebody's messaging.
Turn those off, man.
Okay. Where's the trash? My junk.
So if you go down to all, right before the About Us on the page, in the middle of the page. Okay, you're scrolling there. You to the left.
To the left.
To the left. And there's trash. Right above the apply button where your cursor is right up.
Oh God, Jesus. Okay. All right. These are all the pages that Darrin walked me through and were junk and had me trash. So you can see just on, and this is, I'll point this out. This is, if you're going to use Fiverr or another outsourcing, some other people to build a site, which is exactly what I did. I paid $75 for them to do this site for me. You're going to either have to pay somebody else to come in and do decent SEO on the site, or you're going to have to learn how to do it, because literally this is all the trash pages. And
that was left on your site, right?
All these, there's 30. There are 30 trash pages that are totally irrelevant to anything that we're trying to do. So
that would hurt SEO, right?
Yeah, sure would. Also, you see those pages you see when they're last modified. There's maybe old code on these pages. I mean, there could be anything that would be on the page that would affect it. That's going to affect your ranking.
Right.
So we got rid of those pages. And which other pages did you get rid of? Was it the portfolio pages? I mean, all of them on like the left side.
All the portfolio. Like, do you want to tell everybody like where where they would find these pages
Sure.
at? Okay.
Sure.
So,
All right. So,
okay. So on the left side of your dashboard in the WordPress, obviously there's a lot of shit. So where do we go to find these pages, Darren?
like right there, you have events. And the events may have pages. You have services. So go ahead and click on services, all services. And this theme just had a services thing. So that was part of it. So if you look at the trash, you know, they, obviously the tree removal service is actually one of the services of this company. But if you go to the trash, can you go to trash?
Yeah.
You'll see.
So if you go to trash, it had seven other services pages attached to it.
7 other service pages. Look at that.
Right.
Turnaround consulting.
Yeah, it's just
Right.
because this is this WordPress theme was like WP Consulting. I think that was actually the name of the theme. So you know, this, like I said, there's 7 here, 30 there. Where else do we go?
I can't tell you how many times I do an audit on somebody's site, and they have these fake pages on their site, and they don't even realize it, because in their navigation they only see 6 pages or 10 pages. They don't realize all the pages that are attached to their website. So once again, go to Google, type in site, semicolon, the name of your domain name, and you'll see, as you scroll down Google, you'll see all your ghost pages.
Exactly. Portfolio. There were pages there, right?
There were. Going here right now. Portfolio.
Yeah, there were 8 trash pages.
8 trash pages here. We had to delete all those. So we're literally talking, there was 37, 8, 45. There were 45 bullshit trash pages that we had to come in and delete.
And your website, Arizona, is only what, 6 pages or something?
Yeah, it's only no, it's 5. We just added
pages.
another. Yeah, we just added a blog page yesterday. So when I had it built, it was $75 for a 5-page WordPress site, and there's 45. There's 45 pages in it that just are nothing.
Exactly. Right. So imagine how that affects your trust flow and your overall keyword density.
And you didn't know about that either.
Yeah, I had no idea.
It's all right.
No
okay, let's move on to the next step.
Okay. All right, so next thing we did, we went to the pages. So let's go to pages, and before that we went to plugins, and we added. Okay. There's a bunch of plugins that I like to put on every site.
Okay. Yeah, let's check that out.
Install plugins.
Okay, so one, security is everything. First thing is I hate comments. I hate on blog posts. I hate when you get a bunch of spam, you know, and you get a bunch of Russian spam or Viagra stuff, you name it. That stuff happens in your comments. So the very first thing I like to do is just put the plugin, the disable comments plugin. Now I'm sure that there are other ways you could do it within the HT access file. But this is the easiest way to do it. So can you just go to disable comments?
Boom, right here. Disable comments is the plugin.
Right.
And you want to walk people through real quick how they go about adding a plugin?
Just sure thing.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, let's go to
so under plugins.
While you're doing that, let me say something about comments. So I built this site for my friend maybe about a couple of years ago, and over 10 years ago, and we left the comment section open. And my God, if she didn't get 10,000 comments, you know, I don't know how Neil Patel does it, like how he keeps it so clean. But then again, he has a whole staff probably just looking at that website the whole time, because his comment section for his blog is really clean. You know.
You may be running some sort of script or something.
Yeah, well, that too.
You know.
Yeah. That too.
So we go to add plugins.
Go to add plugins, and right here, you can search. And so, what are the ones that your mandatories, Darren?
We have disable comments.
Disable comments.
We have iThemes.
iThemes. What does iThemes do?
iThemes is a security plugin. It allows you to hide your backend. So if you, because the general login for everyone is WP-admin. One of the things you can do with iThemes is you can change that page to whatever you want. So it actually slows down the default. So if somebody's running a bot and they're trying to attack your site, instead of them going looking for WP-admin, you're slowing them down a little bit by changing that page, the name of that page up.
Right.
Awesome. Okay, and this is iThemes right here for everybody.
Yeah.
It's free. These are free. 100% free. Okay, what's our next one, Darrin?
Smush.
Mush.
Yeah, I love Smush because their images are large. If you're actually loading the right kind of images on your site, you want to get the largest images possible. So that'll give you the best resolution possible. Well, Smush actually is by WP Dev, and it there you go, WPMU Dev. They actually it compresses these images down, so that speeds up your site. You still keep the same site performance. Actually speeds up the site. You still keep the same image. The images look the same.
Awesome. Okay.
And go ahead.
Is it why or how important is it for like when is Google factors in load time, especially when it comes to mobile, and so many searches done on mobile now. So like making sure your site loads fast, and images and video are the big thing that slows stuff down, right? So this is a direct ranking factor, like huge ranking factor, right?
Yeah, it's like number 1 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
1 or 2?
Yeah.
Is it that serious?
Yeah, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that serious.
Oh, that
Yeah.
I know. I thought it was just like, yeah, you need to do this too, kind of thing. But this is like,
let's face it.
top of the
Okay,
list.
let's face it. So you're Google, right?
Yeah.
And you just put somebody number 1 for 24-hour plumber, and somebody goes to their mobile phone and they got a flood in their house, and they click your link and it takes 5 minutes to load. Of course, you have a big picture of a plumber bending over, looking in a sink, like you know what I mean? So like, they want speed. They want speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now, are there any other plugins that you would do to increase speed or optimize? Yes. There are?
Yeah. Okay. Last one is WP Fastest Cache. And this actually, it caches your website. So it gives it puts out the image, the home page or whatever page that you get to a lot faster.
Right.
So it speeds up.
It's right here with the cheetah, fellas. With the cheetah.
Yep.
Okay, and all this stuff was free.
All of it is free 99, man.
Free 99. Now we did do one that you recommended, like this is a must-have, and this one did cost. Yoast. Okay, now what exactly? Actually, over here on my, I actually saw Yoast is right here. So it actually's got, I saw it was like got courses or something. It's like a course, like I can take a course through here through the plugin to learn about on-site SEO and stuff.
Yes, you sure can.
Oh, that's really badass.
and there's a lot of videos on YouTube about Yoast SEO, also about how to install it.
Okay. Yeah. And it's not what it was $90. It is $90, but this is a money site, and this is you're going to be generating revenue off of this site.
I do it for my clients.
You cannot be cheap. You know what I mean?
So Darrin, let's speak about what Yoast does in 10 words or less.
Yoast is an SEO plugin that allows you to fill in meta descriptions and helps you with your keyword optimization. That's more than 10 words, but yeah.
There you go. It'll help make suggestions, because a lot of times you're trying to rank, for example, for tree removal, and you'll realize that you didn't use the word tree removal on that page, or you didn't use it enough times, or you decided to use it in every sentence. So it will over optimization. So it'll tell you to slow down. It also gives other ranking factors. We could make a video just on how to use Yoast, but if you're using a WordPress site and you're not using Yoast, we suggest that you get the free version, at least get the free version, and it'll correct a lot of your errors. And you know what? For $90, I would get the full version.
Right.
I use it for all my clients.
I love it because whenever, let's say you delete a page, it'll give you the option to either redirect that page to another page, to a 301 redirect, or to do a 410 content deleted. And generally, what happens when you delete a page, you want to go ahead and let Google know that that page is deleted. That page is gone because it'll affect your crawl rate. And everything's about that crawl rate. The faster Google can crawl your site, the faster your site is, the higher the ranking factor is going to be.
Right.
Awesome.
Yep.
Okay, so these are our plugins, and so
is that all the plugins you used?
That is everything I use. There are more plugins that were obviously installed, either came with the template or were installed by the people that I hired to build the site out. So and after talking with Darrin yesterday and him walking me through this, and he's just like gliding through it, and he's like, cursor, move it over here, go click that. And I'm stumbling, I'm getting frustrated, I'm getting mad at myself. You really understand like how much skill it takes to work the back end of WordPress efficiently. You know what I mean? Like to really know all these little intricacies. So, if you're not going to learn how to do this properly, hire somebody like Darrin, hire somebody like Brett that knows how to do it, because you can't just half-ass this kind of thing. You know what I mean? You can't.
Well, so what happens is a lot of people look at their website, like when they have me audit their website, they look at it and they're like, look, I have a 10-page website, and they want to know why they're not ranking, and then they have all these ghost junk pages. Well, they have another thing. I was working on my cousin's site one time. He said, hey, can you take a look at this? He downloaded almost every single free plugin. And there were so many, so many, what do you call that? When like one is taking over another one, like conflicts. There were so many conflicts within. So you got to be careful also. Don't download every single program because it looks cool. Just use the ones that you really need for now. And I think the ones that Darrin in Arizona put out there right now are the ones that are most important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So next thing we did is we went to, let's go ahead and we started to fill in the meta descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the home page.
Okay. So
hey Darrin, why is meta? Why don't you explain to people why they need meta descriptions? On their page.
Sure. It's a way that Google can say, it's a way that you can tell people what the page is about, and you can do it in 120 words or less.
So and by using the right keywords and not spamming it, you could show up for more than one keyword.
Exactly. You always want to make sure you have your email address and your phone number in there, because let's say if I'm someone that I'm looking for an answer, because everything is about an answer in Google. It's a query. It's a big essay question. So if I'm looking for an answer, I want to get the phone number as quickly as possible. I want to get the right number. So if I'm searching through my phone and or on my computer and I see, hey, tree service, call now, 800-111-2222, then I can just dial that number right there without even going to the site.
Right.
Absolutely awesome. So here's the home page where I need to go to edit to show everybody the meta.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my problems is I drink coffee from like 6:30 in the morning to like 12 in the afternoon. That's too much coffee, right?
I don't know. It depends if you sip it on it, man. Is it 1 cup or is it 10?
You know what? I'm going to be honest with you with cups, right? So I was watching these old shows from the 60s, and a cup of coffee used to be 6 ounces. Like this dude's walking around. I was watching Kojak yesterday. This dude's walking around with a little styrofoam cup the whole episode. Like, how's he sipping coffee out of that shit?
Yeah,
for an hour.
Kojak, man.
Yeah. But I'm serious. In the 60s and the 70s, that used to be a cup of coffee. It was like for normal. Listen, you go to other countries and you go get a Coca-Cola, it's like 6 ounces. Mm-hmm. It's only here where it's like 16 ounces, You get enough just to quench your thirst and then, get lost. Mm-hmm. Over here, it's like not only quench your thirst, now you're sipping it. So I think I'm drinking too much coffee. I got to slow down on it. Yeah, I got to start drinking more water.
We were flying through yesterday, so we didn't do activate your subscription. And that's all we need to do. You basically click that button, and fill out your email address, and that's when they start to send you emails.
Okay.
You can do that later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that later. Okay, so this is Yoast SEO. This is what you get with this plug-in, and you see where focus key phrase, and I just explained this whole portion, please, Darrin.
Okay. Sure. The focus key phrase is what the keyword or the page is supposed to be about. So if this page is about tree service Savannah, then the key phrase shows that it's going to give us either a good, an okay, or a bad. It's going to also tell us about the readability of the page. We want to have the readability as around a 6th grade level. So that means just the basic person can understand the page with just a basic understanding of the English language. So then you have the snippet, and that's where we have the actual meta description in there, and we are able to put in the title tag. Now this is what you see when you're actually doing a search on Google. So if I was doing a search for tree service in Savannah, I want to be able to get the person the number as quickly as possible. I want to be able to answer the question as quickly as possible. So if I'm typing in tree service Savannah, I'm looking through and I see not only is this saying this is the best tree service, but there's a phone number here. I can dial this phone number right now. Mm-hmm. That's going to affect your convert rate conversions, which is what you want to do. Generally, at that point, somebody's going to click on the page. So, they're going to get more information. So that's going to affect your click-through. That's something that you definitely want to do.
And what I like about Yoast SEO is that it gives you suggestions in regards to readability. And, I can't tell you how many times we look at pages and the meta description, the title and the description isn't filled out for that page. So basically, you're not telling Google what that page is about.
Yep. Then we want to go to social. And now social is everything. Social, Google, everyone now has either Facebook, a Twitter, or Instagram account. So can you go up to social?
Okay.
Scroll down. It's still on the Yoast section.
Oh, it's on the Yoast section.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right next to SEO, right below Yoast SEO Premium.
Oh, so I'm tripping.
Social. Mm-hmm. So go ahead and open it up. Just click on the arrow.
Oh, what, Facebook?
Yep. All right. So then what we want to do here is we want to add in an image. But because what happens is when someone shares this, we don't want Google to pick an image. We want to pick the image. So go ahead and select an image. So go ahead and click on the link. Or click it on. And let's pick a good image that's going to represent what it is we do.
I could right here, boom.
Yeah, that's great, man. I like the one with the lumberjack guy, man.
This guy, lumberjack guy?
Yeah,
Okay,
awesome. I like him.
Darrin, is that the way we pick images? Just regards to what we like?
It's going to be, it's not what we like, but it's going to be relevant to the page. So the page is about tree service, tree removal. Right. And this would be a good link.
I agree. I was just busting. You're right.
Okay.
You're 100%.
No, but do elaborate that on that, Brett, because I am a big believer as well. Like, it's not what I think or what Darrin thinks or what you think. It's what Google thinks. It's what the customer
open up another browser.
Thinks.
Open up a browser window real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see. Open up a browser window and let's do a search right now.
Yeah, and type in Savannah tree service.
Or just type in tree removal.
Oh yeah, tree removal. Well, what keyword we're trying to rank for? Tree service, tree removal.
Tree service Savannah.
Okay, put that in. And let's see what Google thinks.
And then I'm gonna come up here and go to images, and boom, these are Savannah tree service. These are the top Google's top.
You got somebody humping a tree. Right, the fifth one. So it's all guys and trees. So I would say that's a good image. That's a good image to use, the one that Darrin picked.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
So boom.
Yep.
So come back over here, and we know we got a good image. Okay, so now what, Darren?
Okay. So we want to make sure we fill out the alt text.
Okay.
Okay. And we're going to put exactly what that image is. So we're going to say with our keyword. So
Okay.
we're going to say tree service Savannah. Get your tree service Savannah today.
Get your tree service Savannah, or
Yeah,
get
just
your
say,
tree service Savannah.
well, we
today.
just want to have a keywords in there. So you can put tree
Okay.
service Savannah today, or you can leave it as tree service Savannah.
Okay. I mean,
yeah, leave it as tree service Savannah.
okay.
And
All
then
right.
click select.
Select.
And we're going to do the same thing to feature the image on the page. So now go back over to Facebook, and you see where you have if you're looking for the best tree service in Savannah, right below the picture.
Yeah, right here.
Okay. So you're going to type in, that's what's going to show up automatically. Is that what we want? Is that the information we want to show up if someone were to share that on Facebook? I'd say yes.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okay, so let's go to Twitter. There's going to be a Twitter card.
Okay.
Now the reason why we want to do these is because the other people may not be doing it.
Okay. I will say I don't have a Twitter account for this site, so
yeah, it's not about you.
Okay, you're right.
It's about someone else.
Okay.
So what you want to do is put in the Twitter title, and then we want to put in, we're going to put in the in the description for Twitter. So can you scroll down a little bit? Okay, so the title, that's where we want to put the best tree service Savannah. Okay.
Okay.
We want to make sure your B is also capitalized. Now it's filling in our description as well, so we're fine there. So yeah, let's just leave that alone, man.
That's good. There. So we're good.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and you see the featured image over to the right of the page?
Featured image right here.
Yep. Go ahead and click on that. And we're going to feature this image as well. So what will happen is, and now something happens in Google when someone searches mobile, or they'll search on their, they actually will see that image in the search result. So you want to make sure that you put that information in. This is literally a game of who can fill in the most information.
Gotcha.
Get the best answer.
Okay, so go with the same picture.
Yep, sure. Let's go with the same picture.
And alt text still there. Everything's fine. So set the image.
Exactly.
Boom.
Just before we, so we don't forget, there are people watching this who may be getting a bit overwhelmed. It's okay to watch this video more than once, right? So you get it. You could also reach out to me at my email address at brettmaletta@gmail.com, and you could get a consultation. You could also reach out to Darrin over at rattleseo.com, and you could get a consultation from him to explain this a little bit better if you're kind of getting lost. But it's real important that this is done the right way.
Exactly.
Yes.
I had a guy tell me today that my consultation fees were too high, and that he called me special.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine. So thank you. I took it as a compliment.
Yeah. There you go, man. I guess it's time.
Not for everybody.
Yep.
Not for everybody.
So now we're going to go ahead and save this page. Now we didn't apply the schema to the page. We were moving pretty late last night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the last thing we need to do is apply the page schema.
Okay. So do I go to update? Do I need to
Yeah, go ahead and update the page.
Go ahead and update it. And that is one thing that I kind of want to point out. It's something real simple. Every single change you make to anything, there's going to be some button that definitely says apply or update or make this shit happen now. And if you don't press it,
you're wasting your time.
Yes, like make
Yeah.
sure if you change anything
Right.
to apply that change to the page, because you might come and put 3 or 4 hours and do some decent work and get through all this, semi
Right.
complicated stuff,
Sure.
and then it's all for naught, and that would
Well,
really
here's the
suck.
thing. Here's the thing, though, Arizona. We're teaching you, and we're trying to teach people who are trying to do this themselves. And if you have the extra 3 or 4 hours, and you could concentrate each day, then if you have a tree removal service or you have a different type of business, then this is going to be very helpful to you. However, not everybody has that time. Not everybody has that time, but it's good that we're able to put it out so people do know to click apply. It's such a stupid thing to say is hit apply, but I can't tell you how many times I've done it and not hit apply and my changes didn't go through. So yeah, it's simple. Yeah, it's important.
Now it's okay if you look over to the Yoast score. It says the readability needs improvement and the SEO is okay. Now the readability, that score is going to be affected by a number of things. It's going to be affected by the number of the words on the page. So this is a home page. It's really like a sales page, and there's not a lot of information on here. So it's there may be some phone numbers and things like that. So that really doesn't. It's not something that I would take into account. I use Yoast just merely kind of as a suggestion of what I should do, but it's not the end all or be all. You have to ultimately you have to be about what works, and that's what separates us from a plugin.
Right. And later on in another episode, we're going to talk about another program we use, which is called Page Optimizer Pro. And once again, that's going to give you suggestions also in regards to the top 10 for that keyword ranking, all the elements that are involved, what you need to have on your page to rank for that keyword. However, you still need to look at that page, put in the keyword 24-hour plumber and in your city and take a look at that page and see, because you're going to be able to pick up stuff that the program doesn't pick up. So you have to have a trained eye for that also. It's important.
Yep. So right now, what I would do, I think my schema probably should be another show, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I would walk it through and going up and down, saying push up, go left, go right. That probably will get frustrating.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
We'll let you or Brett share one of y'all's screens, somebody that really knows how to do it, because it is tedious. It is tedious when you're trying to have to direct my cursor.
Well, you know what? In all honesty, there's plenty of videos, and maybe I'll find the best one and put it in the description on how to do schema. I mean, we don't do it any different than anybody else, right? It's just the code that needs to be put into your website that allows Google to know you're a plumber or a tree service from whatever city you're from. That's basically what it does. So I'll try to find a good video on that and put it in the description. How to add schema to your website. I'll find the best one. I'll put it in the description.
It has the GPS code on there. I mean, everything that you're going to need to be found. I mean, it's a has map, so it'll say it's like this is a has map, and so it will direct Google to link it back to your map.
Right.
So it's something that you really want to apply to every page.
Yeah, it's real important. Definitely really important. What other things did you guys speak about, Darrin?
I mean, that was it, man. We was
okay.
Went through. I'm sorry. Yeah, we did.
We'll do one thing. What we did is, now that we went, and I got some content and I spun some content. We pulled some. I will take them. Take them through that real quick.
Yeah,
okay?
let's do that, man. Yeah,
something simple. So I'm gonna go out here. So what I did, or what Darrin told me to do, was I'm trying to. This is where I'm trying to compete. Okay, it's going to change for you. This is the market I'm trying to compete in. This is the asshole I'm trying to beat right here. Okay, and I mean, he's not saying he's an asshole or anything. I don't know him, but
it's competition.
Yeah, it's competition. Okay, this is his website that's connected to that. Now, what Darrin said, and which I like a lot, he said Savannah is a city of about close to 200,000. Darrin's like, go to Atlanta. Okay, go to where the big boys are doing it. Obviously, we're not going to have anything related to So we go to Atlanta, and boom, these guys, #1 guys in Atlanta, and go to their website. Okay. This is going to be a really good place. They got a frequently asked questions section with a tree care blog. Okay. So they're going to have all kind of stuff, and this is applicable for any category. Lawyers, I don't care, whatever you're trying to rank for, whatever city, you're going to be able to come and find some people that have written a lot of blog posts, good content. Don't copy their content, because I mean, you could, but that's just being shitty. You know what I mean?
Well, no, hold on that point, Arizona. You can't, because you will never be able to rank that page unless you give them a citation.
All right. Well, then you can't.
Yeah,
So,
you can't. Right.
All right. So, boom. So let's say that we want to come in here and find some content, and we're going to do a blog post about the importance of trees in the environment. You know what I mean? You take this text.
You see how slow this page is loading?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's a beautiful image, but it loaded slow.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry about that, man.
Good.
Okay.
Anyway, this is a good place to get content throughout the web.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Darrin, would you put that image on your tree service? Scroll down. Scroll down. Would you put that image on your tree service page? I know he's trying to make a point. Would you put that image on your tree service page?
No, and that's because it actually confuses Google. You have to think Google is like a child. So how do you teach a child how to read? First, you show the picture of the cow and the sheep, and then you start to put cow plus sheep and something else together, and then you associate the words. That's what Google is. So this is like one game with Google Images. It's like a game of Pictionary.
Right.
So, all right, go. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, awesome. So that's where you come, and I took some content, I spun some content, and where'd it be at? Post. I'll post. And I didn't publish it yet because okay,
hold on that point. Hold on that for a second. Let's have a little SEO debate here, and I could be wrong, but would you suggest that, Darrin?
What's that?
Spin content and put it on your website?
No, I would not. Actually, I would not.
I agree. Right. Whose idea was that?
I mean, this is I don't know. I can't remember whose idea it was.
Okay. All right. So somehow somebody.
I don't know if that's wrong. If that's wrong, then that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Google understands that game of spinning content, and what spinning content basically does is it uses different words for different words. So, for example, instead of the word earth, I'm sorry?
Well, I disagree. I disagree of sorts.
Okay.
And the reason why I disagree is because there are people are people, and we can say things a lot of times the same way.
Yes.
Sentences can be moved around. So,
I agree.
Sometimes LSI things can be said semantically. So instead of saying attorney on a page, you could say lawyer.
I agree.
That's still that could be you can't count that as duplicate content.
Well, I don't know, Darrin, if at the end of the story it's the same exact story, just using different words instead of lawyer, using attorney. And I do mean that, you could probably going to make, 500 changes within the word, but it's at the end, the attorney was able to defend this DUI case. That's the end of the story. We just use different words to tell the same exact story. The same exact story. There was no different points put in. There was no quotes from the defendant. There was no, the judge didn't say anything that was outrageous. Let's just say, you're using the same exact story, just using different words. And Google, I think that Google has an algorithm for that. And I think that's weak content.
Well, so what you can do if you decide to do that, you'd put a real canonical link on there to say this is. Because if you think about it, Huffington Post is going to run the same. A lot of times they may run the same AP story.
Right.
Well,
sure.
that still doesn't affect their ranking. Huffington Post is Huffington Post. So, you can look at it as a source of traffic. So let's say you have this page that's a duplicate page. It's going to get traffic if you tell Google that it's a real canonical page, meaning that it's a page that's just like this other page. So as long as Google knows that this is not the source page, then
Correct.
it'll look at another factor.
I personally wouldn't do that with a 6-page website right now.
No, but not,
Like maybe when this thing is aged for a couple of years and we want to do some stuff like that. But right now, we just want to put out some great content. So, did we have a lesson, Arizona, on how to get content and how to do the content collection sheets? We just breezed over that.
No. We definitely had a lesson. Me and Darrin were just kind of running through this yesterday, and I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. It's about putting quality and content's one of the most important ranking factors, right?
Yeah, and listen, I'm not saying this to be the top SEO guy or to make anybody look bad. I'm just saying this because there are people watching this show, the 5 people that are watching it, is that, we want to try to come out with, especially if you have a brand new website, you want to create the best content for your readers.
And remember, I said that last night, Arizona, I was like, best foot forward.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
But you know what I would do with this content? I would take this content, this spun content, that's fine. Go put it on somebody else's site. You know what I mean? Go put it on somebody else's site and use it for a backlink coming back. Or maybe, Darrin, can we use it on social?
Yeah, you sure can. You can use it.
Right, you can use that content on social with a link coming back to your website or something like that. That wouldn't be bad.
Nope.
So it's not like you wasted your time. But I'm just real sensitive as to what I put on my website.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to be all original content, as original as my thoughts are.
I gotcha. I do want to, I guess, point this out, or in my mind right now, what's kind of screaming out a little bit, and I want to say this for everybody. I'm super new to this, and the thing is if you're in certain types of industries, the fact of the matter is there's only so many factors or facets of something like tree removal. You know what I mean? Or something like plumbing. There's only so many levels of, you know what I mean? Whether you're writing content about whatever aspect of it, there are only so many aspects. So with the amount of content that floats around the web, no matter how you word, like you said, you were telling the same story. Well, there's only so many stories to tell in the first place. And there's going to be other content out there, whether you're original with it or not, that's going to be really similar to yours. It'll be totally worded differently. But I don't want that to, because in my mind, don't let that stop you from being original, though. You know what I mean? Write the content. If you're going to get some ideas from other sites, which is fine to do, go get some ideas for content to write or for having somebody else to write the content for you. And you kind of feel stuck, and you're like, well, what else do I write about? What do I do another blog about? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That you write it, you know what I mean? Be original, but even if it is the same story or the same, thing, it's okay, because there's a lot of content on the web.
What you can do if it's like that is you think about what are ancillary businesses. So as an example, I like for tree removal service, right? Let's say I can't think of anything about tree removal. I think about stump removal. Well, who would need stump removal? A gardener. So I could say, when you're working in your garden, and you need a tree stump removal, that's a link. That's an internal link back to yourself. So it's just, you think about some other ancillary type things that might go with it to be able to, that's another way to put together some content.
Yeah, another thing is that to come up with ideas, you could go to a website called BuzzSumo, BuzzSumo, and you put in tree removal service, and you could see what's trending in regards to tree removal service. Maybe in Georgia they have some type of bug that is eating the trees that's not on any other site in Georgia right now.
Sweet, that's really good. That was a really good piece of information, Brett. Thank you for that.
Yeah, so stuff like that. Yeah, you're welcome. We'll also go to Google Trends and see what's going on there. Mm-hmm. Or I'm going to give you another one, and we should probably do this on Wednesdays. Talk about how to get good content. Go on social. Go on Instagram and put in tree removal service in Savannah, Georgia, and see what people are hashtagging there. Like I said, maybe there's a bug, a disease that's affecting trees. Maybe people's trees are, there's an issue there. And you'll be able to catch it on social before it comes on, because it's going to hit social before it hits Google.
Yeah. Storms. We know a big storm's coming through.
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
It's going to hit
so-
social first. It's going to hit social first. So maybe that's what we could talk about on Wednesday is how to get great content for your website.
Okay. Awesome.
Right? That would be some good ideas. Yeah, yeah. All right, so we're coming up on our time. I just wanted to just make sure that you're clear. Would you say, Arizona, that Darrin was able to help over the weekend?
Dude, like I'm so like
Lifesaver, right?
massively eternally grateful for his time and
Yeah.
him like sharing his wisdom with me. And you know what I mean, I'm getting a little more slightly more comfortable like navigating the back end of WordPress and everything.
Good.
But and I'm feeling a little more comfortable. But like I said, man, this is one thing that you learn is you really learn like, you know, Jeff Bezos, he doesn't you know what I mean? He doesn't drive a truck and drop off packages to your doorstep. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that. And this is one of the things I would like for us to maybe Friday we could get into is building your team or whether building a team, and because there's so many individual facets to running SEO and certain things, and maybe we can go through like how to build a digital team to, you know what I mean? Because personally right now, I love I love sales, and I like, you know what I mean? I love sales aspect, and I love this business model so much, but some of this technical stuff, I want to know how to do it, but I definitely want to outsource a lot of it. Well, definitely, you know what I mean?
This isn't something that you want to do, but then again, you got to make sure that it gets done.
Yeah, if I've got I have to know that it's being done right. So if
anybody that has a Fiverr site, a WordPress Fiverr site, has a Wix site, you know, has a Weebly site, you know, all these things are missing from your site.
Yep.
Yeah, and like Brett says, I like Brett the way Brett says it. He says you can't steer the boat and row it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do it efficiently, at least. So I mean, you need to know how to steer the boat. You need to know how to row the boat, but you've got to put yourself in the position that makes you be the best or run the best business possible, and have somebody else in that boat with you doing the other things that need to be done. You got to
let your rowers know where they're rowing.
Yes.
So you need to stand on a boat and point and say, we're going this way, right? Absolutely. You can't do that if you're one of the rowers.
Absolutely.
So with that, Darrin, why don't you shout out your business again?
Yes. Retail SEO.
All right. Retail SEO, number one.
Home of the honey badger.
Yeah.
That's it. Whatever that is, but I love it. I want to just say something real quick is that Darrin has helped me out. I can't even tell you how many times he's bailed me out on some things that I've been looking at and just didn't get. And, you know, he's just fabulous. So anybody watching this show, please reach out to him if you need any SEO help. If you'd like to reach out to me, my website is mindsaw.com, and my email address is brettmoletta@mindsaw.com. It'll be in the description, both our websites. And, you know, just for everybody watching this, in closing, keep rooting Arizona on, because, man, the dude's doing great, man. And I love to see the comments where people are rooting for you and people are expecting big things from you. It's something that I saw just when I met you, you know, here online, is that I saw big things, and other people are starting to see it too. So, you know, don't let us down.
I appreciate everything y'all done. I appreciate every second of this time, and just as a whole, I'm filled with more gratitude than in the last couple of weeks than I've ever felt in my entire life. So
beautiful. We're here for you, brother.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. All right. Be cool. All right.
All right.
Don't be a fool. Stay in school.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Be good.